Going on, everybody? It's Afro Think Tank. African woman defends African Americans against people who say African Americans don't have culture. Now I see that one video of the old dude on somebody's show talking about African Americans don't have culture. He said it with such passion, like he's so educated and he was trying to be so introspective and all that stuff. And everybody's running with it. All the FBA dudes are running with it. All the xenophobic, hateful African Americans that don't know shit are running with it as if he represents all of the ideological thinkings of African people and Caribbeans, right? And I just find it ridiculous. He's just one person. For every idiot like that, all right? For every idiot like that comes out their mouth with such blasphemous words as if African Americans don't have culture, especially since African Americans are the culture of the world, Craig. Of the world, Craig. Like literally, African American culture is literally the most popularized culture on the planet, because American culture is just African American culture with white people sticking on it. That's it. American culture is just African American culture. This little small supposed 13% of America's population, which America is only 5% of the world population, so we are 13% of 5% of the world's population. You know how small that is? Yet our influence is global, and no one, absolutely no one, is a close second. All right? And as an African American who frequents the Caribbean and Africa, I see it myself. If you go to Nigeria, you go to Trinidad, you'll see African American culture everywhere. You'll see it. What I think it is, people don't know what culture is. Culture is just a way of life. It's how people live. It's what they do, what they eat, how they walk, how they talk, what their swag is. And everybody know, let's keep it real, African Americans got that swag. And I think what it is, right, and keep in mind, I always say this, African American culture itself, the thing that's really popular, is nothing but an amalgamation of African cultures, various different African cultures, right, forced to unite together in a foreign land under pressure against the most demonistic, parasitic, subhuman Neanderthal barbarian that ever existed on this planet, right? For 500 years, that pressure, right, was cooking, right? It formed us into a diamond, right? And now we became the diamond, right? But keep in mind, the diamond is represented, right? We represent all of Africa through our diamond, right? But in modern days, you can't find a culture that's more influential. Our music, all of American music, is just African American music. All of it. Rock, country music, that's all African American music. Everything white people hold on to right now and they believe belongs to them belongs to us. And we let them have some of that shit, right? To give them something to do, right? We're the only ones who put love and flavor into our food in America, right? Now we got that from Africa, because Africans do that too, right? But even our food is forged under pressure, right? Forged under pressure. So this African lady, she's going to talk about how much bullshit that is. How much bullshit it is when anybody says African Americans don't have culture. Because when people say that, to me that's jealousy. Because 9 times out of 10, when you look at these very same African people or Caribbeans or whoever they are who say we ain't got culture, they saying it while wearing something that culturally belongs to African Americans, wearing something or doing something that's culturally African American. Their background and their attitude and their swag is African American. You know why? Because all those people have been watching us. We've been the ones that have been plastered throughout the world, you know, and so everybody sees what we do and they emulate it. Culture spreads, right? And we've spread our culture, right? We've regurgitated our African culture, our new African culture, our amalgamation of African culture with the pressure of this savage barbarian, and we have spread it globally. And it's the dominant culture globally. And you see, other people have picked up our culture. Culture is something that spreads. So even in the most European of European countries, our culture is there. Even in the most Asian of Asian countries, our culture is there, deep and entrenched. So keep that in mind when people talking about we ain't got no culture, when we are in fact the culture. You can almost say we're the culture of the planet. You got the black African American culture of the planet. You got the white savage barbarian demon white American culture of the planet. You got those two. And those are the two things that we talk about. All social media talks about, hangs around, emulates, duplicates. That's just what it is. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment sections. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So many times I come on the internet and I find somebody claiming, especially someone of African descent, that Black Americans don't have a culture. And that is the most mind-boggling, stupid thing I have ever come across. Because I'm like, let's go back to the 2000s, when we were wearing baggy jeans in Africa. We were on bandanas. We were doing the short, near-long hairstyles. We were doing Beyonce. We would go to the salons and be like, oh, I want a hair like that. It's Kelly Rowland's face. And you look like me, but you want a Kelly Rowland? You sit there and they do that, you know. And then we're on bandanas. We're on baggy jeans. We were on the the crop tops, and half of your stomach is, the cutouts. Like, what do you mean? And then the swag walk among the brothers, when those brothers used to tie those bandanas, they have baggy jeans and then they are bouncing. What the fuck was that? Was that culture from your village? See, when we talk about culture, we are not talking about anything else than just the way of life. Black Americans have made the N-word cool. You can use that in Africa with your friends because they've made it so cool that it doesn't seem derogatory anymore. People are so fast to claim, reggae, raga, dreadlocks are from the Caribbean people. But then we come down here and there is hip hop, but we don't acknowledge that as a culture. It's giving haterism. Black Americans have influenced cultures in Asia. There is what we call K-pop, which is literally everything black, in streetwear, in everything black. I'm like, y'all are crazy out here to claim. Okay, so someone said, oh, what is the taboo? What taboo do you guys have? What kind of a taboo is in the community where Black Americans live in for them to adapt to? One thing you all forget is that Black Americans had to adapt to the communities, to the surroundings around them. They were not like the Caribbean people who were grouped on their own and left to figure out and develop their own culture from whatever was left from their African culture. But the Black Americans have had to coexist with their white counterparts. That means there is a lot of influence still from the mainstream white culture into the Black culture. But amidst all that, they have stood out. We still have, when you're talking about the Black American culture, you cannot forget hip hop. You cannot forget the baggy jeans. We cannot forget their language. When a Black American speaks, you can't confuse that language with any other language in the world. Just like when someone speaks patois, you cannot confuse that language with any other language in the world. You know that's coming from the Caribbean. You know this is coming from a Black person in America. So when you talk about this whole Black Americans don't have a culture, are you stupid? Someone needs to invite me on a podcast because I need to be teaching people a bit of history and less of stereotypes, okay? Peace.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Wait. Before you go, for all my subscribers and philanthropists out there, I'm building a solar power community water bowl system in Nigeria. It's going to cost between $5,000 and $6,000. I'm trying to raise money. If you want to participate and help me build this solar power water system, please donate to the Cash App and put solar water in the notes. Solar water in the notes. I'll put PayPal, Stripe, and Zelle. Anyway, thank you. That's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out. Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.